The Christian God is logically non-existent, according to one well-known philosophical argument. That's based on the premise that the Christian God, the God of the Bible, is both all-loving and all-powerful. But if he were all-loving, then he would want there to be nothing nasty in the world. And if he were all-powerful, then surely he would allow nothing to be that so. But there is plenty that is nasty in the world, so he can't be both. Either he is loving, but impotent, or omnipotent, but uncaring. And neither type of God is the God portrayed in the Bible. That God doesn't exist, QED. But the Bible puts the problem slightly differently. It asks, how can God be all-loving and all-just? You see, if he's all-loving, then he will want to be merciful to the wicked. But if he is to be just, how can he clear the guilty? How can mercy and justice both be satisfied when they seem to conflict? Now, until that tension is resolved, why should we expect a heaven on earth, whilst evil is still present on the earth? The solution begins at Christmas and ends at Easter. God has to become one of us, to stand for us, that is, to stand in for us, to suffer the judgment that should be ours, to die for that judgment, and then to vindicate us in his resurrection. Now, this is good news for those who know they don't stand a snowball's chance of standing before the judgment seat of God. But for those who think more highly of themselves, it's not good news at all, but a plea to think again before it's too late. The love and power of God is shown by his reconciliation with his enemies through the suffering and death of his Son, the God who raised them up to life with his Son. Power is shown on how love and mercy meet. Read a gospel, any gospel.